Speeding throughout the Milky Way, today we're traveling the galaxy with the Velveteen Lounge Kitsch-en aboard their thermal-powered rocket, with up-to-the-minute action from space-age parties throughout the universe. First stop in their whirlwind tour, the Moon, where a mid-century happy hour is already in progress. As you know, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin have been here before us and claimed it for the good old US of A. Turns out the Moon really is made of cheese. That Sputnik is actually made up of pigs and blankets. And is that the Sea of Tranquility that they're dunking them into? Why no, it's Velveeta, the mid-century host's best friend. When all of those pigs have been devoured, just uncover that spacecraft and you'll find a watermelon ready for service in the dessert call. And who do we have here? Why, it's Alki, the alcohol lover's computerized hooch importing entity, with another cocktail sprinkled in moon dust, who's come to make your evening perfect. Tonight's black and white moon-inspired cocktail fashions are just what elegant folks are wearing to indulge in lunar libations this season. Just one more round before we climb back into the rocket and blast off for another spacey celebration. Well, it looks like we've landed in Orbit City this time for a visit with the Jetsons, and what a spread! There are space burgers and strato shakes for a romantic date with everyone's favorite rock star, Jet Screamer. Cereal for the little ones. I suspect Elroy is partial to Quisp. Aren't we all, Elroy? And I see Rosie has made her famous pineapple upside-down cake. Let's hope this one doesn't end up on Mr. Spacely's head. Of course, we have to start with drinks. Mr. Jetson is partial to a martini, and as I always say when in Rome or Orbit City, oh, have you two met? Alki, meet Rosie. I imagine you two have lots to discuss. We could spend all day in this push-button paradise, but there's more to explore. Grab a martini for the road, galaxy, and let's be on our way. Things have taken a turn for the literary at this party, where a meeting of the Space Book Club is in progress. Today's topic is that perennial curiosity, the UFO. Skeptics may balk at the existence of flying saucers and little green men, but they can't deny that those sandwiches sure look tasty, and just look at those little green cocktails. Those should keep the discussion lively, and all in attendance will become believers when they witness the spacecraft landing in the middle of the buffet table. Out come the snacks. Take us to your leader. It's just about time to leave these folks for their discussion. I think we have time for one more lovely green libation before setting out in search of another party. Is that music I hear? I think we found our next shindig. Whether it's a romantic date or a sock hop, everyone loves to listen to records, no matter where in the solar system they may dwell. And there's no shortage of albums aimed at would-be space travelers, young or old. Crank up the hi-fi and let her rip. That wouldn't be a licorice pizza, would it? When your refreshments are all disc-shaped, who can tell? Pint-sized partygoers can stick to punch, but the grown-ups in the crowd will be wowed by this record-colored concoction. I don't taste any vinyl at all. All right, one more dance, then back into the rocket, you two. Sorry, you three. We have lots more to see. Fire up the landing capsule, because this time we're splashing down into a pool party, and a frightening one at that. Looks like the teenagers from outer space have already been here with their disintegrator, intent on populating Earth with gargons, their main food source. Fortunately for us, gargons look a lot like lobsters and make tasty sliders. They may have been invaded, but these folks still have plenty of time for a pleasant swim before Thor, that cantankerous teen intruder, begins his killing spree. A pitcher of sangria can be mighty refreshing by the pool. Throw in some chips and dip, make nice with any space-suited kids you might encounter, and you may find you live long enough to get a tan. Looks like it's liftoff time again. Can we take that sangria with us? I guess they're not using it anymore. Hold on to your helmets and strip off those spacesuits, folks. We're about to crash land in the future. Barbarella has been sent to retrieve Duran Duran from the planet Lithion, and along the way has all sorts of adventures, mainly on her back and of a carnal nature. Nourishment in Barbarella's world comes largely in liquid form, and who are we to complain? Bottoms up. If I were looking to feed a hungry crowd on Lithion, I'd home in on all of those evil birds who tried to do poor Barbarella in. Oh, there they are. Not feeling so homicidal now, are you? Whether inhaling essence of man or indulging in more sensuous treats, the future is a great place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. It looks like our rocket has been repaired. Let's enjoy a little more nourishment and be on our way. Here we are on Planet Christmas, where, thanks to the space-time continuum, it's Christmas all year round. We've arrived at just the right time with a fresh bowl of eggnog just hitting the buffet. Alki, do your thing. As you can see, the flora of Planet Christmas consists mainly of Christmas trees, and just look at those sparklers. Their brilliance is downright blinding. You can't help but have visions of sugar plums dancing in your head, and Planet Christmas is ready to oblige with a surfeit of sweet treats. Are those rum balls or fruitcakes? They certainly are delicious. And just look at those communication satellites, sending holiday greetings throughout the galaxy. We have one more party to hit, so time for another cup of eggnog and an audience with jolly old St. Nick before rocket ignition. I know I'm feeling festive. And now we're in for a real treat, a space luau, launched by NASA and starring the recipes of ladies of the Cocoa Beach Women's Club in their out-of-this-world cookbook. There's shrimp and pineapple from Mrs. Addison Dishman, chairman of the cookbook committee, Island Delight from Mrs. John Mace, whose husband is with NASA at Cape Kennedy, and exotic tropical pie from Mrs. Beaufort Franklin, whose husband is with United Aircraft at the Cape. In addition to her culinary interests, Mrs. Franklin is the Cocoa Beach representative of ABC Television. And of course, there are festively festooned tropical cocktails aplenty. I see Alki is in the spirit. A display this dazzling is sure to spread the message of aloha throughout the universe and foster goodwill with any other beings we may encounter along the way. It's time to go already. We've had a wonderful time on our express tour of supersonic soirees. It's time to touch back down to Earth and put our findings to use as we engineer future space parties, preparing to spread hospitality in this world and beyond. Remember, you never know who might drop in, so it pays to be prepared. Goodbye now.